That question was still fascinating, Gene, I could tell. All right. Jack with a 5 needs 4 cards. Jim with a 7 needs 2 cards. Sudden death, someone has to win game 1 right here. Jim, we asked 100 policemen, if you caught your own son smoking marijuana, would you turn him in?
Oh.
How many policemen would turn in their own son for smoking marijuana?
Remember the other day they would turn in a 50-year-old friend.
That's right. Yes.
Or a friend who's been free for 50 years and committed a crime. I would say 65% would turn their own son in.
Or in this case, 65 out of 100 would turn in their son, Jack.
65 out of 100.
Gosh, I remember the other day, yeah. And I'm tempted to go higher, but I can't believe it. I don't want to believe it. Lower.
Lower. Yeah. This will decide control and sudden death. The actual number of policemen who would turn in their own son for smoking marijuana is 15. You're right, Jack. It is indeed lower.
Good number.
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to do?
Now, you've now won the question, but you are faced with a quandary. Here sits you with a 5 needing 4 cards. You could, of course, change it if you want to play it. Jim only needs 2, near the middle with a 7. What are you going to do, Jack? Play or pass?
I haven't faced a good quandary in a long time. Jim, I don't want to be in your way. You know, I want you to enjoy this, have a good time.
Oh, no.
Be my guest.
You got it, Jim. Win them both, and you've got the game, but make one mistake. The game belongs to Jack with a 7.
All right. Higher.
Higher than a 7. Yes, an 8. Right smack up the middle.
Couldn't have been a worse card. This is for the game.
This is it.
Higher.
Is it higher? No, it's not. Jack Clark wins game number 1. Oh, that 8 coming up didn't help at all.
No, that was too bad.
That's a pretty good pass, though. He was starting with a bad card. That's So it's another $100 for Jack's charity, and we'll deal out the same 2 decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck. Let's start game 2 with a question to you, Jack.
Okay.
Jack, in Victorian England, it was legal and proper for 2 men to fight a duel to see who would win a woman's hand.
I remember that, yes.
Of course, yes. Yeah. So we asked 100 single women, if it were legal today, would you like 2 men to fight a duel over you? How many single women said, yeah, they'd like 2 men to fight a duel over them?
Do you suppose they were thinking a real duel where somebody doesn't walk away?
I would think. I would seem reasonable, or certainly getting cut up or shot at, I would imagine, yeah.
You know, I didn't think they'd love, I think guys and gals like to have the opposite sex quarrel over them, ego. But a duel, no. I'm going to say 18.
18 out of 100 would like a duel fought over them, Jim.
That's a tough number, because I was thinking of that. 18. All right. Higher.
Higher than that.
Yeah.
Of course, she might have been trying to get rid of both of them. That we don't know.
There you go.
18 and higher. The actual number of single women who would like 2 men to fight a duel over them is 28. It is a little higher. A low number, but still a little higher than that. So it's
Come on, good base card. Here we go. All right. I'll play with that. Lower.
Lower. A 10.
Lower.
He's a gambler. Is it lower? No, another 10.
Couldn't win anyway.
You're playing the wrong game. You should be
Jack
playing
who
poker, you know?
And 6.
All right, Jack.
Higher.
Higher than a 6.
2 pair. A lot of
You
pairs.
guys like doubles, don't you?
I know.
Question goes to you, Jim. Jim, we asked 100 people. Have you ever hidden something so well that you forgot where you put it? How many people admitted they have?
Very high. I've done it. You've done it. You've done it.
Yeah.
Everybody's done it.
Well, heck, I've been trying to ask this question for 2 years, but the staff lost it.
That's right. I tell you, I'll say 91.
91 out of 100 hid something so well they couldn't find it.
You're looking at a guy who got on the train in New York and left my car in town and went to Connecticut. That's how well I hid that. Well, you went up. You're forcing me into a lower call. I think you're right, but I'm going to have to go lower. Just to be honest.
You just think he's up a little too high with the 91. Well, the actual number of people who said have hidden something so well they forgot where they put it is 89, just a little lower. Yes, Jim was close, but Jack took advantage of the odds, and he won it with a 6.
Yeah, I'm going to change that, if I may, Jimmy.
You going to prove it? Oh, up the middle with an 8.
It's calls like that have been keeping me out of the big time for years. It's a guess. Higher.
Higher than an 8. No, a 3. He guessed wrong. Jim Lang with an ace and a free chance.
Run the board. Lower.
Lower than an ace. A 4.
Okay. Higher.
Higher than a 4. An ace.
Lower.
Lower than the 8. ace, a jack.
All right, lower.
Can he run the board? Yeah! He said he was going to run it, and he did. We have it tied. One game apiece, the tiebreaker. In a moment, right after this. All right, talking about how well these gentlemen are playing the game, and they are indeed.
I'm very unhappy with Mr. Lang. He got hot there, boy.
Well, because they're playing it so well, we are setting up a tiebreaker. 3 cards up there, 3 questions here.
Oh, boy.
And as we left off, the question goes to you, Jack.
All right.
Jack, we asked 100 bachelors. Can you usually tell how far your date is going to let you go just by the way she kisses you goodnight? How many bachelors can tell how far their date will go by the way she kisses?
It's been a while, Jim. Yeah. There are certain communications that are very nice.
How many?
I would say 72.
72. Now we go to the man from Dating Game.
I'm glad you said 72 because I think that you can, almost everybody can tell unless you're some kind of a dummy. So I would say higher.
Higher than that.
Higher.
The actual number of bachelors who can tell how far their date will go by the way she kisses them goodnight is 62. Not higher. It is lower. And it is Jack.
No wonder I was wrong all the time.
Jack Clark starts with a 7.
You got that ugly swelling on your change belt.
Yeah.
Big chain. A 9. Not very good.
I played a hunch earlier in the week, and it worked out very well for the kids, and I'm going to do it again. Higher.
Higher than a 9? No. Another 9 is not higher. Jim Lang with a free chance.
Come on, run.
And a Jack.
All right, lower.
Lower than a Jack. A 2.
Right, higher for the game. Come on.
Great card comes up from Jim Lang. And Jack Clark will say goodbye for a little while, but so far, $5,175. You're doing good. Jim, come on down here with me. Let's get to business right away. Way to go. Thank you. You've got things up to $900 for the National Association of the Visually Handicapped at this part. Now, I got to ask you, did you cut the money cards during the last commercial?
Yes, I did.
All right, we're going to get to business right now. As soon as that podium stops, let's just turn right around and get over to play those money. The Visually Handicapped. Let's go. Great comeback with 2 in a row. Let's top it off. Let's stay lucky right now. Here we go.
Visually handicapped. Here we go.
Cards being dealt out. You know there are 7 cards up there, and I don't have to tell you. If you can go double, double, double all the way up to the top, that's $28,800 if you can do it. Remember the big bet? You must bet at least half. Here's $200.
All right. Base
See,
card.
we can start Jim off with a good base card. Thank you, Melinda.
Come on.
A 10.
Oh.
Not very good.
Can't change that, huh?
You can change it on every level. Absolutely.
All right, let's change it.
See if we can improve it.
Change it.
10.
Oh, that
7.
was worse. Higher. Wait a minute. $50 higher.
Minimum bet. Higher. No. Go back a little bit of card.
$50 higher.
$50 higher. That's higher. Back to 200. Still near the middle. Be careful.
All right, we got a lot of time here. A lot of time. $200.
Not a very good card. You're right near the middle.
Yeah, there's a lot more to go. $50. I want to save some. $50 higher.
$50 higher. No. But you bought the best card you've had so far, and we're going to give you the other 200 as we move up to 3 with 350. What do you say?
$200 higher.
200 higher than a 3. Yes, for the king.
450 lower.
450 lower than a king. Yes, for the jack. $1,000. Careful with that, Jack.
That's a tough card. There are 15 cards that can hurt me out there. I know that, Jim. But I still... $400 lower.
$400 lower than a jack. He's right. 1,400. We move up the worst card in the deck, but you don't have to play it.
Change the card.
Big
Come on.
change.
Good
That
card.
8 becomes...
Good card.
Oh. You're in the middle. You must bet at least 700, Jim. What are you going to do?
That's going to be 700, but 700 higher.
700. Higher than an 8? No. But you got 700 and 200 for the game. That is another 900 for your charity. We'll be right back right after this. Well, that's all the time we have for now. And so far, these nice gentlemen are making money for their charities. And tomorrow we will have Alex Trebek playing Jim Lang to start things off as we continue the round robin. Nice people in the studio today from Rapid City, South Dakota, and Seattle, Washington. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.
Some members of the studio audience will receive BedSack. New idea in bed covering provides luxury upholstery for your old mattress or box springs and protection for new furnished by BedSack. A cheese board in Cleveland, Gino's Party Special Pizza with a crisp and tasty crust you can trust, plus the flavor shaker Gino's in your grocer's freezer. A garden set, Knox unflavored gelatin makes houseplants fuller and greener. Look for instructions on specially marked boxes of Knox's unflavored gelatin. A carrying case in skincare and cosmetics from Fashion 220. Free beauty consultation in the privacy of your home. Fashion 220 for a lovely way of life. Tired of paper plates that fold up, china, and holds up? They're specially made for special occasions. Get super strong china when quality counts. A bathroom scale, new renews with adjustable air freshener. It lasts 25% longer. Open it a little or a lot. It all depends on the odors you've got. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.